Hello, Star Wars fans. I am Eric with Utini. Welcome back to another weekly Utini update where we get you caught up on everything going on in Star Wars and the fandom. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, because we got a lot to talk about this week. Starting off with some fun stuff, if you don't know, Hayden, Christensen, Anakin Skywalker, and Ahsoka Tano herself, Rosario Dawson, did a few interviews this week, including Hayden going undercover with GQ on a bunch of social media sites. If you don't know, Hayden is famously off the grid, so it was hilarious seeing him figure out what's going on with Twitter and X and Quora and all that stuff. Links in the description about that. And then he and Rosario got to talk to Variety about some interview questions. Just great to see the Star Wars castmates having fun, so go hit that up for some smiles this week. And another cast member that had some fun was Rey, Daisy Ridley. She was spotted at Disneyland talking to Rey in Galaxy's Edge. Some folks got to have pictures of Daisy going and talking to cast members, taking pictures with fans, and I can just imagine if you were a cast member dressed as Rey, meeting Rey, holding your cool. Honestly, if you're watching this video, massive props to you. I could not have handled it. Now, another Star Wars actor making news is Amandla Stenberg of The Acolyte. Obviously, we're loving her on Tuesday nights in The Acolyte itself, but on Juneteenth, she released a full song and music video calling out the racists that have been bigots and horrible to her since the dawning of The Acolyte. Now, if you have things that you don't like about the show, that's fine, but since the show was announced, there have been multiple attacks on her and other people of color in the Star Wars community. So Amandla dropped a full song with choreography on her Instagram. I'm going to link it down below. And she basically said, if you're a hater and you want to come at her, you have to listen to the song, and if you want to respond, she demands choreo. Amandla, incredible job, and to drop it on Juneteenth is a wonderful declaration that you are not going anywhere, and neither are people of color in the Star Wars community. And on the music front, once you're done listening to that, the score for the first 4 episodes of The Acolyte also dropped on Spotify last week. Go listen to those. Star Wars music has a history of not exactly dropping in a timely fashion, so it's awesome that we already have the songs from the first 4 episodes to listen to. Now, in a little more serious tone, last week, the creators of Wikipedia were subject to literal death threats after they changed Ki-Adi-Mundi's birth date on the canon page after The Acolyte. No, I'm not kidding. This actually happened. So the creators of Wikipedia have been wonderful in the community, constantly keeping people updated and being a basically official source for people to create Star Wars from. But after Ki-Adi-Mundi was revealed to be in The Acolyte, they changed up his birthday on the canon page, which had never been officially confirmed in canon anyway, and they literally received threats from people. The bright side of this was that the Star Wars online community came together with hashtag WeStandWithWookieepedia, which, by the way, we do without question. Now, this was great to see the outpouring of love, but to be clear, anyone who is giving death threats or any kind of harassment based on a TV show to anyone is a horrible person. And all of our love goes out to the people at Wikipedia. You are a shining light in this fandom. I'm so sorry this happened. Now that leads into our main story this week, because when I say a hive of scum and villainy, you may think of Mos Eisley, obviously, but you also may think of Twitter or X, right? This place has been sending people off of it for years. A lot of Star Wars authors specifically have left the platform because of issues that have been happening with bots and harassment over the years. But this week, there was kind of a revolution that was amazing to witness. So in response to a lot of the harassment that people that love The Acolyte or people that are in The Acolyte have been receiving, the Star Wars community decided to reintroduce themselves to each other with the Welcome to Star Wars Twitter campaign. Using the hashtag SWTWT, positive creators started sharing what they love about Star Wars, what they do in the Star Wars community, if they're cosplayers, if they love Andor, if they love Last Jedi, what their favorite things are, and people started mass following each other. So we had a lot of people becoming mutuals, we had a lot of people showing support and love, and what was cool about this is we got to actively watch the Star Wars Twitter algorithm change. Like in my own feed, I saw all the negative posts go away in favor of people celebrating each other, and this, I think, is what Star Wars Twitter can actually do, and why social media can actually be a wonderful thing for those of us that don't have a lot of friends in real life that love Star Wars like we do. Because not only was this limited to a fan community, official people started getting in on it with Star Wars authors, with Star Wars, reference book creators, and then Star Wars actors. We had people from all over the official Star Wars sphere welcoming themselves to Star Wars Twitter with hashtag SWTWT, which was this beautifully equalizing moment. It was the end of Rise of Skywalker, right? It was there are more of us, Poe, as everyone in their individual ship showed up to Exegol to drive out the forces of darkness in the most literal way possible. And moments like these are times when I'm so proud to be a part of this fandom and see people from podcasters to writers to fans to people that are on set creating Star Wars coming together to say, listen, there is always going to be darkness. There are parts of this fandom that are seedy, that make us feel terrible, but we will always come together and we will always support each other. And if you didn't see any of this, that's totally okay. Go over to Star Wars Twitter if you like. Just look up hashtag SWTWT, look for the Welcome to Star Wars Twitter posts, and there are so many people you can follow, so many people you can meet. Like my own experience, I'm finding people I had never heard about that have lovely followings and have lovely things they want to say about my favorite franchise for years to come. So all that to say, we are seeing a lot of darkness in Star Wars lately. There are a lot of people that are saying a lot of things about the franchise being dead and all these horrible things. But as we said on this show, the ratings for the Acolyte are going well. We have projects that are coming out. Diego Luna did an interview at a con this weekend about Andor Season 2 that's coming. There are so many things that are beautiful about Star Wars right now, and I applaud the Star Wars community for taking hold of an entire algorithm and shifting it to let people know how supported they are. And that's all we got for this week. So again, anything we talked about, check in the description down below. Before I let you go, I gotta ask, are you on Star Wars Twitter? Does this make you want to find a new community? I'm always interested to see how people connect with each other over Star Wars, whether it be in our Discord, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Reddit. There are so many places to share your love with official and non-official sources as always. But until next time, keep loving what you love. Let us know what you think about this week's news in the comments down below. And as always, may the Force be with you.